was always on fire, our house, our dreams. We were dancing on a wire, reckless it seemed.
Oh, it's your favorite bird friend. It's India Swift.
Whoa.
We like what we saw. Seems so strong until it falls. The final straw. Oh, I never felt like this before. When I was trapped, you showed an open door. Living in a dark, clouded haze, we danced, we fought. We were bound to make mistakes, real love, we thought. But it was always on fire, our house, our dreams. We were dancing on a wire, reckless it seemed. I never felt like this before. When I was trapped, you showed an open door. I had no reason to complain. I didn't have the words to explain. I never felt like this before. When I was trapped, you showed an open door. I had no reason to complain. I didn't have the words to explain. Then we were dancing on wire. Yeah, we were dancing on wire.
Hello.
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 Immediately bombed.
I've immediately got a Flips advert. Awesome.
A Flips advert.
Yeah. For those chocolate-covered pretzel things.
I've never in my life heard of Flips.
You never heard of Flips?
No.
You'd probably really like Flips.
Chocolate-covered
It's
pretzels.
a good job that we can't have access to them because they're an American thing.
You think we were sponsored by Flips?
When we
since
go
we're
to
talking
America,
about
I'll get you
it?
some Flips.
Okay. When?
When we go to America.
Yeah, I'm calling you out for saying when.
What do you mean?
Doug
If?
and Swift. America bound.
American edition.
The American
Doig and
edition.
Swift XL.
I wonder how that would mess up the schedules of everyone if we were actually streaming it in the morning in the US.
I think a lot of people would prefer it. I think a lot of people would actually be able to make it without it being ridiculous o'clock. Whoa, 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 Java cakes!
Whoa, whoa,
Hey
whoa,
Hinka,
Java,
hey
Java,
Palbro,
Java.
hey Martina. Devin! Yes, we wanna come and say hello.
Hey, David, hello.
We're planning to as soon as the world is open again. Devin, did you know that Mike has never been to Disney World or Disneyland?
I have not. I have not experienced. We almost went when we were in Japan, and then we decided against it.
Yeah, we had to decide whether we were gonna spend our last day in Disneyland or our last day just relaxing and spending money around Tokyo, and we were like, we've been go the entire trip. Let's take a breather.
And hello, welcome, Pedro Animates.
Yeah, welcome. If you don't know the stream, then I'm Swift, he's Doig. We're a couple of animators and artists. We make stuff. Today I'm doing my comic.
Indeed, you are.
It's gonna get published next year. So I gotta make it. Gotta make it fast.
Pablo says, welcome you here, I'm Dad.
Hey Dad. How's it going? I know for a fact my dad can't be watching this morning because I think he's in Cornwall.
You just doxed your dad, oh my gosh.
Yeah, good luck finding him in Cornwall.
Mm. I'm not sure what I'm working on today.
Are you doing more of your animatic? Your storyboard,
Do you
sorry?
think I should, or do you think I should take a break from it?
Do you think you should take a break?
Well, I got a sense of completion yesterday, and if I start it again, then I'll lose it.
Yeah, let me open that back up with you after the stream. And I'll show you the few tricks I think could help.
Okay.
So you have a couple of options. There's the intro animation that is needs compositing.
That's true.
There's the Swifty rig that could do with some animations.
That's also true.
And there's just anything else you fancy doing.
Let's do a Swifty rig, since it pertains to the stream itself.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, let's do that.
Welcome to Dox Your Dad Fridays. Get that Friday feeling with Dox Your Dad. How's everyone doing this Friday? I got a new work assignment given to me this morning. That's due Wednesday, and I was very confused for a second because I'm so used to assignments having very short deadlines.
Oh yeah.
That I was like, wait, what day is it? What day is it?
That's next week.
Yeah, my brain was spinning for a good minute and a half, trying to work out if it was actually secretly Tuesday, and I
Okay.
just had a dream it was Friday or something.
So let's get you in the call.
Oh, okay. Alright. That sounds good to me. Oh man, I wish I could show you guys what's going on with the Magic Boys right now, because it's really fun and exciting. But I think Mike wants to wait.
There's no. I was about to say there's no reason you can't show anything.
Would you want to show anything?
I think wait.
You think wait?
Yeah, I do think like. I think wait until it's more done.
Have you switched over yet?
No.
Okay, give me 1 sec before you do. I want to make sure that work chat is closed. Okay, cool. I'm good.
Join call. Pop that out. Move that up here.
Oh, Devin says my computer is finally fixed and on its way back to me.
Woo!
Yes! That's awesome.
Ah, woo.
Ah, woo. You got to put out a patch today, Ben. Slight deadline pressure. You've got this.
Magic Boys, yes.
Yes.
I mean, have you mentioned anything about the Magic Boys?
Nope. I have not.
Because like, it's being edited into a series. I think we've said that.
Yeah.
And it's gonna have a cool, musical and animated intro.
It is. It's gonna have a cool, magical, musical intro made by people you might know. But I won't say who. I won't ruin the surprise, but you might know them. There's a Swiftie in the closet. Open up and set her free. Awoo!
There we go.
Hell yeah. Who could it be? You'll never know! It's a mystery for the ages! We'll never tell.
We'll never tell.
We'll never know.
Look at this pink burb.
So pink.
What is the premise of Magic Boys? They go to college.
They go to college. That's the entirety of it. They go to college and they learn. How is everybody doing in general? How's everyone's week been? It's true that every time we go to college we end up being sent on an errand. It's true that not much actual magical learning has happened. It's been mostly us fetching relics for people.
Yeah, I keep thinking that we should go and find some of the tutors and actually buy spells so that we could learn them.
We can do that. When's the beach episode? Is there a beach in Skyrim?
There's
There's
plenty.
rocky shores, but are there actual beaches?
Weren't we on the beach on the lead up to the school? With
I
the
don't remember
hawkers and
being on a
stuff and
beach.
and the ice.
Yeah, I remember being in a snowy, icy river, but I don't remember
do you
being
mean
on
like
a beach.
a hot sunny beach? I don't know if there are hot sunny beaches.
Oh, not in Skyrim.
Uh,
We found some hot springs at one point.
what do you mean, Tib? Tib says I don't get it. Make sure you title the video something people can understand.
She's just playing.
Oh.
Because the title is so like, what even happens in this series? Magic Boys go to college. I don't get it!
Oh, I see. I see. Okay.
I see like Skyrim. Could do a beach episode in Breath of the Wild. That's true. That's doable. That's definitely doable. Am I at the beach right now? No, I'm definitely not at the beach right now. I'm at like the opposite to a beach right now.
You mean physically right now? Oh, in Breath of the
In
Wild.
Breath of the Wild, you do.
Oh, yeah. No, you're not near a beach. You were near a beach for a while. For a good while.
Yeah, for a good while I was near a beach, but not yet. Not yet have we done the beach episode.
Well, this seems altogether wrong.
What's up?
I tried to open a texture. Is it this one? Nope.
Alright, I'm gonna have some problems with this top panel. You know, the establishing shot of the classroom.
There we go. There we go. There was a version 2.
Yeah. Tib says, I just keep thinking about a clip of Small Ant saying he'd never call a video Nuzlocke because most people don't know what that is. But anyone can immediately understand Pokemon, but the Pokemon actually die. No one knows what Magic Boys is, but if the title can double as a pitch, it could sell this a bit more. Oh, you're being serious? I thought... I was like, you didn't think people would know what a Nuzlocke was. But anyone who's looking for a Nuzlocke is going to be searching Nuzlocke.
Right, okay.
So I thought you were being sarcastic for a second. I was like, doesn't know what a Nuzlocke is, but that's his audience of people who do. Yeah. No, I think Magic Boys Go to College is like pretty self-explanatory so long as we include the name of the game as well.
Skyrim.
Skyrim.
Magic Boys Go to College.
Scrim. Okay. I could move on to the next page and leave this background, or I could try and maybe open up Storyboard Pro and lay some stuff in there. Would you be able to give me like... What's up?
I could give you the license to Storyboard Pro, sure.
The
No, wait. I
license?
don't have to because I'm
No.
paying for my own.
I've got my own license.
Yeah.
Was there anything you wanted to say?
Nope.
Okay, I was going to ask you, would you be able to make me like a 3D model of this?
Of the classroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if I could open it in Blender and then lay the panel over
Yeah.
like it was a screen.
Are you asking if I can make it for you now?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm
No, I
asking
can't.
if I
In
should
general.
leave this panel so that...
Yeah, leave it. And in general, I can make you one for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'd be curious how you would retitle it to be more understandable.
Yeah, we're open to suggestions for sure.
Because it's not spelt like that. It is spelt Magic Boys as you would spell Magic Boys.
Oh, well, I don't think it matters how Magic Boys is spelled. I think it's a difference between calling it Skyrim. We try to learn magic, and Magic Boys Go to College. But to be honest, I was never necessarily thinking to title it Magic Boys Go to College anyway. That's just what I call it. I hadn't thought about what to title the episodes.
Oh, I see. Yeah, like the series would be
Themselves.
Magic Boys Go to College, but the episode titles would be...
Yeah, I have no clue yet.
That's kind
just
of why
something
you were
we started
asking what the
saying.
premise was. Well, we've fallen victim to you normally being sarcastic and sassy then.
The premise is literally we both have two characters who want to go to college. Specifically Magic College in the game. Desert. Fryrim. Master Chef. That would be like, if Doig's character could name it anything, that would be what Doig's character would name it. Let me Oh my gosh, we get Sylvia in the next page. Actual Sylvia. Honest to God, Sylvia. Sylvia Prime.
It's us playing Skyrim together. But the Magic College is it's like an actual place in the Skyrim game. And Indy and I are role playing as students of the college.
Well, we actually enroll.
Okay, our role playing is 2 characters who enroll. So Indy is Big Nibblin the Snack Boy, and I play Ragnar Bumblebur. Play as, I guess.
Okay, let's see. This has a lot of text on it, so I hope I can still see the panels under this because I can't figure out a way to get the text off. Let me give it a refresh just in case I can take the text off. If
Trireme, an attempt is made.
an attempt was made. There we go.
Alright.
Oh man, okay, I can't adjust it on this view, but I can adjust it on the other view. Sorry, bear with me guys, I'm just trying to access this document. Wow. No, I really can't get it. Okay, we're just going to have to do it with the text on it. Trireme sounds experimental. If at first you don't succeed, Trireme.
Oh, I guess but we might have just assumed that you already knew a little bit about it. Tib, but that's fair.
What's that?
Tibbs was saying, okay, I see. I'll go back to Sassy Tib now if you prefer. Was just interested, didn't really know what it was about.
Tib, you can be whoever you want to be. I think we're just conditioned to expect Sassy Tib a lot of the time.
Alright.
So what animations are you going to give me?
I'm probably not going to animate you too much. Since it's going to get an update to the rig itself. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Input, like it, okay, so Kat was giving me a whip rig. And she's also going to experiment with an add-on for Blender that makes like a game ready rig. Now, the game ready rig is probably going to be a different export and import into Unity than this one is. So I'm just trying to think of what's the value of exporting this. I mean, I could export this in and then have you not T-pose for a bit. But until I get the game ready rig, there's no sense setting stuff up, you know?
Okay, so the game ready rig is what you really need to do the actual animations, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Gotcha, roger.
But we can see that you're not T-posing now. That's cool.
That's amazing. That's step 1. I'm into it. Oh, see, Devin. You sleep well. Oh, stretch. Jeez, oh. Ah.
You also have eye controls.
See, have any of us tried to animate 20 characters in one layer in a pile? What? Why? Ula, why are you trying to do that? What are you doing? Ben says me wearing India skin got 0 reaction. Wait, what? I was busy doing my panels. Have I missed a lot in chat? Feel like I've missed a lot. I want to be India Swift, wear skin, cowabunga. You did it. That's all it takes.
Cowabunga.
Maybe I'm just someone else wearing India's skin. Maybe I'm not the real Swift at all. Oh, I just saw Tib is tired. I hope you can nap or something. Be kind to yourself. Watch a goofy movie with some tea in bed. 20 is so many characters. Is this like a personal challenge that you've given yourself? Is it like trying to do one finger pull-ups, but for animation? Finally get to draw the gang. Oh, I see where I went wrong. I accidentally thought the bottom of one panel was the top of another panel, and I've made the panel too big as a result. You know what I'm excited about?
What?
That maybe we'll get to do some Breath of the West tomorrow.
Breath of the West.
Zelda of Zelda.
Zelda of Zelda. Yeah, we could.
I wanna Shimon.
But only for an hour.
Only for an hour, okay. Make it a really good hour.
I think we should probably limit it to like 3 hours though.
Okay. That's fair. That's totally fair. That makes complete sense. I'm fine with it.
Because left to your own devices, you play for 5.
Yeah, it's true. I can't help it. Well, I can, but I don't want to help it.
The Legend of Zegend.
The Zelda of Zelda. Breath of the West.
The Adventures of Time Boy.
Extremely goofy movie is weird. Yes, it is. It's extremely weird. You've seen an extremely goofy movie with me, haven't you?
I don't know if I've watched it with you. I've seen it.
You've seen it
independently though.
Okay. Yeah. It's so strange that Roxanne just isn't in it. They could have just put her in the background of a scene and that would have been enough. You wish you would be in charge of Breath of the Wild's new title. No, you don't. That would be terrible.
Breath of the Wild.
Is that is that your title?
Yeah, it's good,
It's
huh?
genius, yeah. Let's just stick a 2 behind it.
Breath of the Wind.
Ah,
Legend of Zelda.
Magic
a
boys
link
go to
from the
Hyrule.
past. What?
Magic boys go to Hyrule.
That'd be a cool mod.
Yeah, Goofy's love story is fun and cute. And I can't say I don't enjoy Bradley Uppercrust III. He's amazing. But yeah. The first time I watched it, I was like, where's Roxanne? Where's Roxanne?
He tried so hard. He
Got so far. But in the end, they didn't put Roxanne in the sequel.
It didn't even matter.
What happened to Pete's wife and daughter? Did they die? In a Goofy movie, it's okay because they could be at home, but in an extremely Goofy movie, it's weird. Yeah, that's true. I'm assuming she's still there. Like, she was there in Goof Troop. I'm assuming
Yeah.
I'm assuming you just didn't see her in the first movie? I don't know. Second movie seems less well thought through. Let's just say that.
Did Kevin Lima work on the second one, or was it someone else?
I don't know, actually. Let me have a look at who directed an extremely Goofy movie.
Billy beep, babadoo beep. Yeah.
And I'm fine with it. It was a different director. Douglas McCarthy and Ian Harrowell. So I think that's probably why. There are some good things in that movie. But it is a very different feeling movie from the first movie. It is extreme. I gotta give it that. It delivered on being extreme. People can split up. That's true. I like to assume that his wife is just like, she's not in it, but she's there, you know?
Is there a love interest for Max in the second film?
Not really, but like, they do all make googly eyes at the beatnik girl.
Okay.
Like, they obviously all, you know, like what they see when they look at her. But Max himself doesn't actually have a love interest.
It feels weird to cut Roxanne out if there wasn't a replacement.
Even if there was a replacement, it feels weird. Like, could I just mention it, even just in the background having like...
No, I just mean like cause and effect wise, like...
Yeah, even just having like a letter from Roxanne, like in his room.
I've met an orthodontist.
Or just a photo of her like above his bed or something to show that she still exists in the world.
Yeah.
They had a barbecue at home for PJ leaving. Why didn't Peg attend? I mean, it's a very good point. Maybe she was busy. She was out of town. I don't know.
She's in the basement.
She's in the basement.
She's in the basement.
Doing the laundry. Very busy. Someone made a point that Goofy and the lady whose name I've forgotten from the film, the two have like the romantic subplot. Them bonding over 60s memorabilia is a lot like people our age meeting and bonding over like Tamagotchis and Secret of Mana
Yeah.
and stuff from the 80s.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh wow, Tip says, personally I want a full explanation of how Max fucked up and how much he regrets not being better for her. He should spend the entire movie crying over losing the best girlfriend in the entire Disney pantheon. What did you do, Max? What did you do? Did you lie to her again?
I mean, what does Roxanne even do?
I mean, what she do?
What does she do?
I don't know. She studies stuff. It would have been nice to find out, wouldn't it? Maybe we could have in the second movie. If
Exactly,
she'd been
that's
in
what I
it.
mean. Like, we barely get to any time to get to know her.
Yeah, I would have liked to have got to know her more. I would have loved if she'd still been friends with Stacy. Super good friend.
It's tasty.
Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me, baby!
I'm not feeling all that great.
Aren't you? Oh no. Ben, you've never seen a Goofy movie? Or you've never seen an extremely Goofy movie? Max is just going out with Stacy now. Can you imagine?
No.
Yeah, they were dating in House of Mouse. That was so cute.
Who was dating a House of Mouse?
You know what House of Mouse is? You've seen it?
No.
It's like a series. Imagine Saturday Night Live, but before Saturday Night Live existed and made up of all the Disney characters putting on a show every night and rolling shorts.
Oh, okay.
So the House of Mouse was like basically a big entertainment bar that all the Disney characters went to hang out.
Right.
And they would roll cartoons and do bits.
Right.
And every episode you would see like different people attending and, you know, sitting and chatting while Mickey Mouse was entertaining. And in one of them, Max and Roxanne were both there on like one of their first dates because they both look really shy and awkward.
Oh, cool.
It's really cute.
Does that mean Extremely Goofy Movie is not canon?
I don't know. I feel like it's got to be canon, right? But it's a lame canon. Max should be dating Bobby Zimmerowski. Wait, Bobby. Who's Bobby? Is Bobby his friend who makes the cheese, Leaning Tower of Cheeser? God damn it, Bobby.
All right.
Every time I hear the name Bobby, that's all I can think of. Yeah, it totally is. Oh my gosh, someone's done a genuinely good cosplay of it. It's pretty amazing.
I'm gonna take the executive decision that I'm not gonna do any work. right
Michael!
now.
Michael!
I'm not feeling too great, so
Aw.
I'll chat in a bit for a bit.
So you're not feeling too great, how?
Physically, my insides, they're in pain.
Is it something you ate, do you think, or are you just super tired?
I think it's just digestion sore.
Oh, Mike.
I'll be alright. I'm just not feeling up to focusing on drawing or anything, or like doing 3D model stuff.
Okay, you can just hang out with me.
Yeah.
You can look into how to play Hollow Knight 2-player.
That's work.
Okay.
Research is work.
Alright.
I like that you find alternatives that involve me Googling and searching and reading.
I thought you would find it fun, because I thought you'd be like, oh, I'm really excited about doing that with you. That'll be really fun. I'll do that.
I think we should focus on the games we're already playing though. Skyrim together and Breath of the Wild.
Okay.
Maybe have some. I might get it. I might go and get a drink.
Get yourself some juice. Some bad juice.
What?
Hmm?
What juice?
Bad juice.
What bear juice? Oh, do you mean juice in the bear cup?
Yeah, I just mean, because you're a bear, so get yourself some bad juice. I am like good and loading. How did Bobby become such good friends in the second film? His role should have switched with Roxanne. That's true. Like, the first film very much didn't frame him as a really good friend of theirs. It framed him as someone they, like, asked to help them with the light show.
Hmm. Bobby kind of seems indifferent to Max's plight after that, though.
Yeah, he's very indifferent. Like, it feels like he's someone they asked at school who's not super friends with them. They just sometimes ask him for favors.
Yeah, like, you know how to do tech stuff. And he's like, yeah.
Sure,
And
I
that
do.
was it. Ow.
This tip's not meant to be up, but it's like 10 in the morning.
I think it's more she's not up. And she's meant to be up.
Oh. My brain make connection. Good. I understand now.
Bobby was the guy in prison who knows how to get things. He wasn't supposed to be a proper friend.
Poor Bobby, man.
What are they called? Supplier, maybe?
Flyers. I don't know if they have a proper name. Bobby is the plug. What? Is that what they call them? Stacey and Roxanne would have been cute.
Okay, I want to talk a little bit about the addition of Kazuya to Smash.
Kazuya?
I think we can...
Wait a second, who's Kazuya?
He's the character from Tekken.
Alright. Okay, go.
I think I can sum up in my feelings in 2 words. Fuck Kazuya.
Oh, poor Kazuya.
Fucking,
What did he ever do wrong?
He is stupid.
Now, Mike, I don't think he's any more stupid than any of the other fight boys who are already in.
No. He's stupidly powerful and like he's
oh,
got
does
this.
he keep beating you?
I
Is that what it is?
think mechanically he's a little bit like broken. Like he can do a 10-hit combo and take your health from 0 to 100% down and then knock you off the stage. And there's like I cannot figure out a way to get out of that combo.
Can you block
Other
it?
than you can't block once the combo's initiated. The only thing you can hope for is that somehow his hitbox travels through you and he just keeps steamrolling to the right or left past you.
I see. If you can't beat him, join him. Everyone should just play him.
I don't have him. I didn't pay for him and I never will
Oh,
because
so
fuck Kazuya.
Stupid. That's so stupid. I hate that you have to pay for each individual new character.
You can block at certain points, but it's tough.
Do you think they'll nerf him?
No, but he's broken.
Why do you not think they'll nerf him? Have they not? Are they like traditionally? They will not ever nerf.
There was an outcry for a day 1 nerf.
Yeah,
But
Tib,
yeah.
exactly. It does feel kind of pay to win if every new character that comes out is like really OP, and you can only get them if you pay for them. I still think that the roster should be released for free in a game where you're basically paying for the roster when you buy the game in the first place.
I mean, sort of. Like, it takes them a lot of work to introduce new fighters.
Yeah, and it keeps the game's lifespan going.
Yeah. No, I think it's okay to...
No, I don't. I'm against it, man. I think if you pay for Smash, you should get the characters that are going to be in there.
There is a really big roster, though, India.
Yeah. Good. That's what Smash is.
Hmm. Oh, have an in-game currency you can get from winning fights. Do right on it. Yeah, maybe. They really aren't pay to win. You all just got to get good. I mean, I did beat Kazuya at first, but then there was one player with Kazuya where like it's just ridiculous. His kick can like send you. There's one kick that he does that's just as powerful as maybe Sephiroth's like swing of his sword, but it comes out in like a third of the time.
Oof.
So he's got as powerful an attack that fires a third faster. How's that fair?
I don't know,
It's
dude.
not. It's broken.
I don't
Fuck
know.
Kazuya.
I agree that I agree, Grog, that there's a lot of work to put new characters in there, and I appreciate the work that people are doing, but I'm assuming that they'll still get paid by Nintendo either way. Like, people getting paid for their work on it shouldn't be dependent on whether we buy the characters or not.
No,
If Nintendo want to put the characters in there, they'll pay the people to make them. Either
well,
way.
okay. India. So you like a comic book series, right? Do you
I
think
like
you
it.
should pay for each new issue of a comic book series?
Yeah, but I don't think I should buy an issue then have to pay for additional pages.
But that's effectively what you're doing.
No, I don't think that I should buy issue 12 of Sonic and then for them to be like, here's 16 pages of it. If you want the next 4, you're going to have to pay per page.
Yeah, but it's not the equivalent of like 4 pages worth of work. Like putting in the new characters is a lot of work.
I didn't make this metaphor, dude. You did.
Okay. Well, I am likening new characters to being like new issues in a comic like book series. Like, hey, you buy a trade and it's 6
Yeah, but the thing is,
and it's 6 issues collected
I'm
together.
not buying
but-
individual characters. I've already bought the game. If I buy an anthology, I shouldn't expect them to add volumes later that I have to individually buy to add to the anthology.
I think it's the equivalent of buying a trade, which is like, here's 6 issues together. Cool. Do you want the 7th issue? All right, you need to pay for the 7th issue.
It's not.
And the
This is
8th
a
issue
game
and
that
the
you play
9th
with
issue.
other people.
But that's what I'm saying.
Where in order to stay competitive, you kind of need some of the newer characters. And also, like,
You don't need the
character
new
roster
characters.
is very much what the selling point of the game is in the first place. Like, as far as I'm concerned, the new characters they roll out will keep the lifespan of the game going, they'll keep it competitive, and they'll keep pulling in new people who don't yet have the game to buy it. And that should make them back enough money without them necessarily needing to also charge everyone for each new character they put in. Because the people who are making the characters are putting a lot of work into it, which is really cool, so I want more people to see it, which is why I think they should just be given to you. And either way, Nintendo need to pay them or it's illegal. So us buying them or not buying them doesn't affect whether people are being paid for the work they put into them.
Okay.
So that is that's my hot take from a hot plate. Yeah, my hot takes. I don't know why I'm so invested. It's like I don't play Smash as much as I should, so
That being said, Capcom will get a cut on the Tekken DLC.
yeah. I know they're doing it just to make money. I just don't think it's fair for the consumer.
No, I think despite your argument just now, I still think it's fair to pay for the new characters.
It's fair for you to think it's fair. After all,
Thanks.
you're the one who plays it more than I do, so
Here's the thing though, I haven't paid for a lot of the new characters and can't play as them.
mhm.
I still think
That
it's fair
sounds fun.
Okay, I can play against them though.
Wow. That sounds fun. It must be fun to play against characters that you can't play as. Because when you see them do cool things that you then can't try yourself. I mean, it's a great advertisement to play against things. Like, play against the characters, because they do make you want them, I'm assuming. It would make me want them. If I was playing against them, I'd be like, I want to try that.
Yeah, maybe.
It's a very smart business model. It's true that not very many games are fair for the consumer these days. It kind of sucks. Like, I'm not going to excuse games not being fair because other games are also not fair. Did I eat salt this morning? Yeah, I think I did. I think I woke up and just like consumed salt. On account of the salt.
On account of the salt. We kept saying that. India was looking for popcorn. She was like, "Oh, do you think this is solid?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, maybe." Because there's.
I was looking for plain popcorn.
Hmm?
I was looking for plain popcorn.
Yeah, that wasn't solid. Yeah. And then I looked at the back and it was like ingredients, salt. And I think they are solid.
On account of the salt. What have we done to ourselves?
I love that phrase though. It's so good.
It's not.
It's super
not anything.
stupid and great.
But I love that it makes you laugh.
It would make me laugh so hard.
Yo, Swifty! Talk to me, Swifty! Damn, I love that movie so
I'll just
much.
make your screen full screen.
Yeah, dude.
Although you're kind of just drawing on one side of it anyway.
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't draw on all sides simultaneously. I haven't yet uncovered that power.
There we go.
That's the power of love.
Love.
Yeah.
I said love. I didn't say yeah.
Oh, sorry.
What exactly are you saying? Canada salt? I just can't understand it. Oh, it's on account. Did we say O or of? On account of.
On
Account of
yes.
the.
Yeah. Well, I can't believe you don't even know the phrase that you're saying.
On account of the salt. Bug.
See you, Ben. Have a nice walk, mate. Grok says if you don't like how Smash DLC works, you're gonna hate how they work in other fighting games. I believe it. I believe it.
Aren't you a fan of fighting games?
Yeah.
Aren't you? Well,
But
then you should be really used to paying for fighters.
I don't have very many of them.
No, because you're rubbish at getting fighting games. You
Oh.
fail at the first hurdle, really.
What, buying them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm not interested in a lot of fighting games. Like, I'm interested in certain fighting games. You know? I'm interested in Smash, which is a fighting game. I'm interested in Street Fighter. I'm interested in Guilty Gear. I'm interested in anything which is rival schools related. I'm interested in SNK.
We should play Smash.
I'm interested in Darkstalkers. These are the ones I'm interested in. I'm less interested in Tekken.
We should play Smash.
Yeah.
You know what really put Smash into perspective recently for me?
What is it?
Well, every time you like hit a milestone in number of battles, it'll tell you. And Smash recently was like, you fought 4,000 battles. And I was like, oh,
Whoa.
Oh dear.
That's a lot.
I'm still not very good at it. But
Yeah, that's okay though.
Smash is a brawler,
Yeah.
not a fighting game.
Exactly, yeah.
It's
I was
a
going to
fighting
say.
game. What are you talking about?
It's the
fight.
controls are so different, dude.
Okay, what is a brawler? I don't. Okay, do you mean there's not combos?
No, I mean the
'Cause there are now.
controls.
Fuck you, Kazuma.
The controls for fighting games are like very different to what Smash is.
Okay.
In general, so it just doesn't feel like a fighting game.
Grog asks, did you see about them adding a rival schools character to Street Fighter V India?
Yeah, I did. And I'm probably going to buy Street Fighter 5 because I'm a sucker. They're adding Akira. Akira, best girl. She's amazing. She's she's a character who wears full motorcycle garb and infiltrates the school as a boy. Because she never takes the helmet off, no one ever knows who she is until like the end of the first story, when it turns out she's like one of the main dude's sisters coming to save him.
Oh, cool. Cool.
She's very cool.
You did a commission of her.
I did.
2 thought bubbles ago.
Was it not last Thought Bubble?
Well, last thought bubble was cancelled.
I mean, the last one we went to.
Okay, the last thought bubble we went to is when you did the commission then.
Yeah.
It's a game within which you fight, but so is Zelda or GTA, and are those fighting games?
It does make sense though, because like the main aim of Smash is to fight one another, but just the controls are so different to a fighter. Like, it's hard to count it as one of those. I'm trying to think of like other examples of games that where the controls are so different that you might not count it as part of the genre you would think it would belong to.
It's a fighting game.
Have you played many fighting games, Mike?
I've played Smash.
Have you played anything other than Smash that you would consider a fighting game?
I have played Tekken.
Okay.
Suikoden.
If you played Tekken, then
Street Fighter. Virtua Fighter.
and you would say that you think Smash falls into the same categories as
Bloody
Street Fighter.
Roar. I've played Bloody Roar.
You would say that you would say Smash falls into the same category as Street Fighter? Same type of game?
Yes. Because it's 2D side-on game where you fight.
It's 2v2 in Street Fighter.
What do you mean it's 2v2?
Sorry, it's 1v1.
It can be
what I meant, there's 2
1v1 in
guys.
Smash.
You can be, but that's really not what the game's aimed at as much. It's like a party game, right?
It can be. I tend to just do 1v1s though.
Yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult. I don't know, man.
Its official genre is fighting game though. I used the Googles, that's what it said.
I'm up for a science.
I think
slumber
it's
party
I
too.
think it's more a fighting game than anything else.
Then a different type of game.
Yeah. Yeah, what else would Smash be if not a fighting game?
Party game, I guess people are saying. Or a brawler. A brawler, I think people are thinking more like Castle Crashers or something. Would be a brawler.
It's a chaotic fighting game. A multi-fighter fighting platform brawler fighting game.
Alright. That's what it should be classified as from now on then.
Yeah. Smash doesn't have traditional health bars. That's also true. Ruin your day genre. I did kick a roll of toilet roll across the bathroom after fighting Kazuya yesterday.
What would you say Worms is?
Awful.
Worms is great.
No, Worms is an awful game.
No, it's not. You
It's
love Worms.
so fucking boring.
You think Worms is boring?
Yes.
Have you played Worms?
Yes.
Did you play Worms by yourself? That's it, isn't it? You played it by yourself.
Maybe.
Oh, it's so
I don't know.
sad.
I think I fought my dad way back when.
You solo wormer. Of course you found it boring.
Solo wormer. I was not a solo wormer. I played Worms against my dad.
Uh-huh. More than once.
No, I don't know.
You should play Worms against me. You would have fun.
Oh no, you would win because you win everything.
Yeah, it's because I'm really good at everything.
You're not. You just somehow swift it.
It's not true. I'm frequently very bad at things and I frequently lose a lot of things. But I have enthusiasm and passion.
I have played against India 3 times at Monopoly. Sonic Monopoly, and every time she beats me, and I don't understand.
I love it. It
because she
frustrates
has
him because
no strategy.
it frustrates him so much because he can't. He doesn't. I'm a complete wild card, and he doesn't know how to handle it. I'm very happy to just bankrupt myself to prove a point.
You just buy everything you possibly can.
Yeah, it's the name of the game.
You sell things. You buy everything you land on. I think that's part of the rules anyway.
I think I was down to $1 Monopoly dollar at a point last game. Your problem, Mike, is that you're open to my trades. Every single trade I ever propose is going to be bad for you.
Yeah. I didn't trade for so many rounds, and then I was in a dire spot, and so I had to trade.
And then what happened?
And I lost because you're a Monopoly asshole.
I'm a Monopoly asshole.
Monopoly asshole.
The Monopoly man should be in Smash.
No, he shouldn't.
That'd be great. He could put houses
No.
on people.
Robotnik should be a fighter in Smash.
He should. That'd be great.
Bum, bum, bum,
Yeah,
bum,
Monopoly's mostly
bum,
luck-based.
bum,
It-
bum, bum,
There was
bum,
definitely
bum.
no strategy. I didn't deserve to win.
Ba-da-ba-bum. Yeah, no, she's just really lucky.
So Monopoly is where I live. Green Hills, yo.
No.
Worms is a turn-based strategy game. Fair. Ba, 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 ba. Made by Swift. Yeah, it happens when Monopoly happens. Yeah, whoa, whoa, whoa. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. You don't have I've not played Uno since I was tiny. Uno might be fun to play. I've seen a lot of streamers playing Uno and it's been really weird because Uno to me as a kid was 100% that game where you would never play it until you went on a caravan holiday with your grandparents and got trapped in one night because the restaurant you were going to go to was closed. And then you fish around inside the caravan that you've rented out to see if they have anything. And you find at the back of like a shelf somewhere a dusty pile of Uno cards. And you're like, oh, there's Uno here. And your grandparents are like, oh, no, I remember Uno. Like, oh, you've got a Buffy cam.
I got a Buffy cam.
That's like what Uno is to me. So seeing a bunch of streamers like Markiplier and co playing Uno was like a weird, bizarre blast from the past in that there's a sudden resurgence and interest in this game that I remember as being kind of like the pink wafers in a biscuit barrel. So cute. So cute. So cute. Yeah. Yeah. Buffy Cam is blocking chat. But you could shift her over to one of the sides. If you've never lost a friend while playing Uno, then you haven't really played Uno. I've never lost a friend playing Uno. I guess I haven't properly played it ever.
There you go. We can see where Kurzik's priorities are. No.
What do you think is going to be like the next game that there's a resurgence of interest in, Mike?
A resurgence of interest in?
Yeah.
Beyond Good and Evil 2.
I meant kind of like Uno or Monopoly.
Snap.
Snap.
52 card pickup. I don't know. You mean like a board / card
What about
game?
dominoes? I want to start seeing streamers playing dominoes with their friends. Jenga. More people should play Dread, like that RPG Jenga game. It's awesome.
Oh, you got me to try. You started to try and get me to watch an episode of that.
I did.
I'm sorry.
And like everything else I try and get you to watch, you didn't, so I gave up.
I think it's because you tried to get me to watch it.
Yeah. I should just not try and get you to watch anything and hope that you'll somehow discover it on your own and watch it independent of me asking you to, and then bring it up in conversations so we can actually talk about it.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you guys have that as well? Like, if someone recommends you something, it's almost tougher to watch than, like, if someone goes, "Oh, I'm watching this and it's really good," you're like, "Oh, I might watch that." But if they're like, "You should watch this," you're like, "Yeah, all right," because then there's like more expectation on you to watch it.
How am I supposed to recommend that you watch stuff with me?
I want to talk a little bit about yesterday and the day before. I've been struggling with finding a direction in what I'm doing the last week or whatever, and you were like really helpful, and you were like, you should finish your storyboard, which I have gone and done.
Amazing.
The first pass of. But midway through yesterday, you were like, Are you gonna do the color script for Glim? I was like, oh, but I'm working on my storyboard. Yeah, but when are you gonna finish that and move on to this next thing? And the thing I've been struggling with is working on the right thing. Like, feeling that sense of like, what I'm doing now is the thing I'm meant to be doing. And as soon as you were like, you're gonna do this color script, it made the storyboard harder to work on because it suddenly became not the right thing to be working on for me. It made it tougher. I just want to put that out there.
Oh, gotcha. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make it tougher. I'm glad that me talking to you earlier made it easier for you to begin with.
Yeah, it really did.
I think what happened was just between that conversation and the conversation I had with you where I was like, are you going to work on the colour script? We both had a conversation with Declan.
Mm-hmm.
And Declan put the pressure back on Glim again.
Right. Okay.
So, like, I'm sorry. I was feeling the pressure from Declan to get stuff done on Glim.
Gotcha.
And because of that, I ended up asking you if you were planning to hit the colours at some point.
Gotcha. Well, I can say now, today, that is what I'll be doing. Color
It doesn't have to be like, I would rather that you do the stuff that excites you. I would rather you finish your storyboard. I just sometimes get blindsided by the pressure of other people asking me when things are going to be done.
Yeah, I get you.
And I forget to take into account that you might also be in a weird place with work mentally.
Okay. Well,
I'm sorry that I made it harder.
I forgive you. And I think I would like to take a little bit of a break from doing the next pass on the storyboards to have that sense of like completion continue and then do something else, complete that, and then roll back into doing the other thing.
Okay, well, you're free to do that, but know that I'm excited about helping you do some specific things.
Oh, okay. Well,
Right now.
we can do that later today then.
Yeah, I think that I will forget
Okay.
or something.
Okay. Or maybe we should do them then. Have you all seen 2001 An Anime Odyssey? No. Grog
Wait,
says
Kezek, which game are you streaming?
Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Oh, amazing. Is
No,
that still happening?
I'm sorry, Kurzik. Did you see what Kurzik said earlier when you were like, which game do you think is going to have a resurgence of interest? And I was like, Beyond Good and Evil 2. And Kurzik said, you fucking with my feelings, Doig. Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Oh.
And then again there, is that your phone?
It is, but I'm not gonna. The last 5 times I've been called in the middle of a stream in the morning,
It's
been people trying to get my social security number and stuff.
Oh, it's a scam.
So now I'm just like, no.
Yeah, Kurzik has been hoping and wishing for okay, she's gone. No more Buffy Cam. Kurzik's been wishing for the sequel to Beyond Good and Evil for a long time.
Oh man, it's coming, right? Is it coming? That's the question.
Sort of.
Is it still in development?
Sort of.
What do you mean, sort of? Is
Well,
it?
I think the lead developer on it has since left the company.
Yeah, but is the company still developing it? Like, whether the lead's there or not.
I don't know.
It's not one person making it, so...
I know. I think we need
But it says I can't believe Swift ignores all my social security questions I've called so many times.
So when's the next animation breakfast con happening?
I was thinking about that just yesterday. We should do it soon.
Yeah.
Maybe next weekend or something.
Ooh, yeah, okay. A weekend might be a good time for people.
Did we not do it on a weekend last time? I thought we did it on Saturday.
Yeah. I think that would be real good.
Yeah, because it's a bit overdue. I said like we'd do one a month, and we didn't do one in June. So
Yeah, sounds good to me. I want to do more collaborative stuff like that. I heard recently the collaboration was the key.
to what?
Mm.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Looks like Paper Bag is doing something cool this weekend
Oh yeah,
at 7.
the
He's-
paper bag something show.
Yeah, super show or something. But
Yeah.
he says it's going to be like sound effects and prizes, and he's playing Mario Golf, so it should be really fun. That's at 7 p.m.
Wait, is that a play on the Super Mario Super Show?
Probably.
It probably is, isn't it? I think he's playing Mario Golf, which I also want to play with you. Have you seen that? It's the Mario Golf game where you have to like run after you've hit the ball.
Yeah, I didn't know it was out yet. Is it out?
I think it might be out now. Or it's out on Saturday, I guess. I don't know.
Maybe it's out on Saturday, and that's why. But yeah, it looks really fun. So speaking of collabs, that should be fun to watch, because he's doing it with some more animators. I think Mecha Gamezilla, I think is on there.
Mecha Gamezilla isn't that Owen who interviewed us for the podcast?
Yeah, and then another person whose handle I've forgotten. Forgive me.
Yeah, we saw it before going to bed last night. So it's late memories.
Here's something I want you to bring up. You can all tell me if this is a really stupid idea or not. Publicly saying it on the internet is a great way to pitch stupid ideas, isn't it?
What?
It's at least a good way for me to immediately know if I'm being stupid or not.
Okay.
Public
Public opinion is the most fair and open discussion platform.
So recently I've been listening to some just video essays and stuff from people I like Lindsay Ellis and Sarah Z and such. And they've been pushing this platform that has been created by them and other creators that isn't YouTube for their content. So they've got under the platform called Nebula. Or something.
Okay.
It's something like that. And it's their own personal platform that you subscribe to, and they put video essays up there that are exclusive to that platform.
Right.
Because they aren't going to be able to monetize them on YouTube or something for some reason. And I was just thinking that if that's something that they have done for video essays, it seems like that might be a good shout to do for animation. To have a YouTube-like subscription-based platform for animators, where the income for the animators is through people subscribing to the subscription service rather than them making money from ad revenue and from time watched. Because that's not viable for animators on YouTube because of how long it takes to make animation. To make a large amount of it. So like if you were to make a platform for animators that was subscription based and get a bunch of people like Shooch on it, people who are known to do animation on YouTube, then I mean that might be good, right? Is that anything?
I think the subscription model is an interesting model for things like animated content, like because
literally hell, Rob. It's not that they're not allowed to upload them on YouTube. From what Sarah Z said, it's that they can't monetize them.
So there's content in there that would be, like, the monetization would be prevented or prohibited if they're...
Yeah.
Right, gotcha. I mean, it is similar to Patreon, but I feel like Patreon is like... It's not a browsable place where you go to and you get discovered. Patreon is kind of like where you're in your case, India, would the subscription be like platform wide or would it be per creator?
I don't know,
because that's an interesting question to solve.
Let's have a look at Nebula. Nebula, we've created a brand new home for our videos and all new originals, a place to experiment, explore, and tailor our content to our audience, not to unskippable ads or recommendation algorithms.
I like that. I mean,
$5 per
any
month.
solution to getting away from ad revenue is cool.
Yeah, $5 per month or $50 per year. It's got extra history. It's got, I don't know, a bunch of people. It's got an app you can get on your phone. Why subscribe? No ads. Support creators. It's creator owned and operated. You can download videos. It's got stuff you can't see anywhere else. You can suggest a creator. That's pretty cool, I guess, for them to reach out to. So it looks like it's platform-wide subscription.
That is interesting. So it's kind of like Netflix for individual creators.
Yeah. So this is some stuff they've got on there.
And you can just go in here and watch this stuff.
Corsets versus knives. That's a great idea.
Are they citing Enola Holmes?
It looks like it.
I see.
So there's like a bunch of categories here as well. Animation. But I guess ours would be fully animation, and then there'd be categories within that rather than animation being its own category. But yeah, there's just a bunch of stuff. I guess I'm not really sure how it works, but it seemed like it might be a better model for animators. Like,
Yeah.
Bomber Guy's on there. Could I ask H Bomber Guy like how he finds it and whether he might have been one of the founders, so we could ask him like if he thinks that kind of model would work for animation.
I mean, there's a whole category there for
Animation, yeah, but would a purely animation? Because this is the thing of this is education-based videos.
right.
The thing
So-
for us would be these are animated videos.
Oh.
I'm not
So
saying
wait,
that none of our videos can be
well,
education-based.
there's gaming there as well. So
Right.
is it only education-based stuff or? Okay, I see. It is what you're saying. It's like informative videos about the topic of
Yeah,
gaming.
so ours would be
Okay.
animated videos, but we could have all these categories within it. It's just that animation would be like the main thing that we're looking for. Is this is for animators?
Mm.
Like we could ask H Bomber Guy whether he thinks it would be a good model and whether it's helped out the creators, you know, in fighting the algorithm to get more money for
I
it.
think it's an interesting premise. Like paying for actually just like paying for like the servers and the platform, that's a lot of overhead
Mhm.
for an animation specific.
It's a lot of overhead for
thing.
this too, I'm assuming.
Hmm?
It's a lot of overhead for this too, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah.
Like animated videos are some of the most viewed on all of YouTube.
Yes. I think the formula here is like how do you convince people to pay to watch animation?
I guess you bring on creators that they really like
want to pay for, yeah.
and say that it's going to be exclusive stuff on here that you can't see on YouTube. Like if you put Jaden on here and say, hey, this is a video that you're not going to see on YouTube, then a lot of Jaden fans are going to want to come and see the stuff you can't see on YouTube.
Yeah, the interesting thing here is that in order to be a viable content creator through animation, through ad revenue, is like you need massive numbers of people to kind of churn through the ad revenue machine. But you don't need that many subscribers in order to
Yeah.
make a good living for an
'Cause-
individual
Yeah, because
creator.
this isn't based on ad revenue.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Is
Yeah.
like even though the audience might be substantially lower, like the convince rate from people who from watching free to paid content might be, you might get like 1%, but if it's 1% of a million, that might still make it viable to.
Yeah. Like, I think it's worth looking into. And just to be clear, like in chat, because I see some people saying that making stream platforms is hard. I'm not thinking that we would make this ourselves. This is not something that I think would be a Doig venture. This is just an idea that I think would be a cool thing to exist.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to ask some people if they think it would also be a cool thing to exist. And if so, then my hope is that maybe someone else would make it and we can just take advantage of it. Because if something like this existed for animation, would be a cool thing.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to know how it works out, how much creators get paid.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking we should just ask H Bomber Guy, who's one of the founders.
Sure. We'll
Like-
just DM him.
Well, yeah, he DM'd you.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Like, I'm sure we could just say, hey, we've like been watching a lot of video essays and this thing that you are part of, like, we have some questions about it.
Tibbs is saying exclusives and quality are great for maintaining an audience, but capturing new people and getting new viewers should be considered a separate thing.
I don't think they're looking for new people, though. I don't think Nebula is assuming people are going to stumble across Nebula
Yeah.
and be like, oh, awesome.
I think that's why Tibbs is like, you should still put your stuff out there on YouTube,
Oh, yeah.
just unmonetized.
Yeah, exactly. I think that this
But
is
then-
very much for people who already have an audience.
Yeah, but then you risk, why would someone pay you for something they can get elsewhere for free?
Because they can't get it elsewhere. That's
Yeah,
what the
that's the
exclusive
exclusivity
thing.
would-
Yeah.
would be. So you put some of your you split your content between stuff that is not monetized and stuff that is
Yeah.
behind the paywall.
And there are those few nice people as well who actually just like really want to support the creators and
Yeah.
are like, this is a better way to support them, so I'm going to do this. Admittedly, there aren't very many of those people out there, but they do exist.
They do exist.
They do exist. There's people who are like, oh, this is better for the creator, so I'll do this.
I think that's when you find people who genuinely just want to support you.
The 1% who like really, really love your content enough to be like, I will support you.
A timed exclusivity is interesting. Because the
That's
internet
Patreon, isn't it?
Internet kind of runs on cycles, you know. So people are talking about something that you don't know what they're talking about.
Not sure what you're saying.
Vert says you could do a Disney Plus thing and say it's exclusive for 6 months and then it's free elsewhere.
Yeah, you
so
could
like
do.
for 6 months it's on this platform, and then you get the catchment. You get double work for the same content, because for 6 months it's generating money through the subscription model, and then after that it's pulling in people who might want to see your latest content.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a real interesting conundrum, because there is value in the work that is done with animation, but it's a really difficult one to. Animation is difficult to sell.
Yeah, I think the thing is, I don't like paywalls when it comes to education, because I think that everyone is entitled to know stuff, especially if they're trying to learn stuff. But when it comes to things like animation or film or documentaries or things that people have put a lot of time into making, if DVDs aren't really doing well anymore because everything's gone onto streaming, there's no way for people to make money from that thing that they've made at all unless they put it behind a paywall.
Yeah.
Like, streaming services exist with paywalls so that money can be made and given back into the industry to make more stuff. If you're a YouTube creator and you can't monetize your videos and can't make anything from them, you don't really have much of an option if you want to make that stuff without putting a paywall up, whether that be PayPal like Worthy Kids does, or Nebula like H Bomber Guy does, you know. It's like, for the people who work at Disney and Disney knows their stuff is going to be put on DVD, that's fair enough, but even then, like, DVD sales and stuff compared to Disney's new streaming service, it's about making sure that the people who are spending hours of their lives independently animating something aren't putting it out for free and then getting nothing, no return back, and therefore not being able to do that stuff anymore because it's just not viable for them. It's about having a place to put it where it's going to hopefully make them enough money to keep doing.
Well, I think things like Patreon is like you're investing in the next thing that the creator is making.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the thing that they've just made.
Yeah, I wish that
the model.
Yeah, I wish you didn't have to have paywalls, but there's not really another option for independent animators.
But that's a paywall free model, because like you release the content for free, but you invest and support the creator for making the next thing that they're making, and then they release it for free. But you're helping support them make the next thing.
Yeah, you are still paying.
You're paying. Yeah, it's kind of like it's a future payment.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the alternative is that you could pay them to make it and then they release it for free so everyone gets to see it.
Yeah.
But a lot of people won't pay for something, like you said, if they can just get it for free anyway. So it's between paying the animator to see something that everyone can see anyway, or just not paying them and getting to see it anyway.
What's people's opinions on having names added to credits to things?
I think that you should always be credited.
No.
I don't
so
understand.
A Patreon supporter, his name is added to the credits of something that a creator makes. Because
That's nice.
I think it's nice, but I personally am just like, I don't mind if my name is on something.
Yeah. I don't think it's a huge incentive, but I think it's nice for creators to show appreciation to the people who are contributing to the Patreon. But as someone who contributes to a Patreon, I would never be like, "Where's my name? Where's my name?" C-Tip says, honestly, I would love to release something as both a torrent and a Blu-ray for people that want to support. But also you push the distributed BitTorrent model. I don't know what that is. Which is far better than running big file servers and makes ISPs angry. The distributed BitTorrent model. Not sure what that is.
Well, torrenting is kind of like
I know what torrenting is, but
okay.
I don't know what the distributed BitTorrent model is.
So what is torrenting, India?
It's when someone hosts a file and you can download it.
I think the part there is like many people host the same file and you download it from many sources and it collects together into one. So rather than getting it from one source, you get it from many. And that's
Okay.
the distributed BitTorrent model.
So why is that better?
I don't know.
Okay.
I guess better running big file servers where everyone's downloading, you need a lot of traffic in one place.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't need a lot of traffic in one place, then it's more cost effective and not one source is getting the money for providing the information in one location.
So there is money involved with torrenting.
Probably money saving involved. This is all theory
Right.
based on Tibbs' sentence.
Yeah.
so.
I mean, I think the problem with releasing Blu-rays as far as small independent animators go is that they don't have the means to put something onto a Blu-ray and release it and distribute it worldwide.
Yeah.
So they don't really have the option to get a Blu-ray on Amazon of their thing. Or in many cases, even just a Blu-ray on an independent website that they have to point people to.
Yeah.
Especially not if it's available for free. Let's see. Tip says, no one person hosts a torrent. Everybody hosts it. It's distributed. No big file servers, no centralized source. Socialism, we all work together. No one person, so everybody hosts a torrent. So just a bunch of people hosting a file?
Yeah. And torrenting works by you download from multiple people all at once.
Okay.
You know when okay, do you know when Goku makes a spirit ball?
When Goku makes a spirit ball.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Dragon Ball Z,
Oh,
but yeah,
okay.
I mean, I've seen GIFs.
Yeah. That's torrenting.
That's torrenting? Wait. Okay, you mean the spirit ball is the thing that you're torrenting and
Yeah.
it's being absorbed from multiple places.
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
That's what I meant.
There's also a platform called PeerTube that anyone can host as a distributed YouTube alternative. We could host our own PeerTube for animation and allow people to get away from adverts while supporting the network simply by watching the videos. How will the money get back to the creators if there is any money involved, if there's no advertising? I guess would be my question. Because I'm trying to think of something that would support independent creators in terms of actual money, like giving them money for the content they make.
Yeah.
And I don't know enough about torrenting or hosting platforms to know how that's going to generate money for the creators and get back to them. Hosting would be free. How you monetize it's a different question.
Like,
how would you monetize something that people can see for free?
imagine you make something and it gets viewed by 300,000 people.
Yeah.
Versus, but they see it on a platform and they don't pay anything.
Yeah.
And there might be ad revenue running on that, but I don't know. I don't really know how ad revenue works. I'm not
So YouTube?
Up on that. Yeah. Versus you make something and 4,000 people pay $5 each to see it.
Yes. Right?
Those 4,000 people have just generated $20,000.
Yeah, that's great.
Platforms might take a cut or whatever, but it's like, it's a difference in scale of like, you only need to convince 4,000 of the 300,000 people that your content is worth paying for.
Yeah. Are we still talking about the same thing? Are we still talking about Tibbs's?
No. I'm just talking about the equivalence of scale, because I think a big concern about this is that behind a paywall, less people are going to see your content.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying is like, even if it is a fraction of the number of people that would see it, if they are paying a small amount each, then that makes it you're more likely to be able to support yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because those 300,000 might make you like $1,000 in ad revenue, maybe.
You think it's going to make you that much in ad revenue for 3,000 people?
300,000 people.
Oh, 300,000. Yeah, maybe then.
Yeah. But
I thought you said 1,000 in revenue from 3,000 people.
no,
I was like, what?
I'm saying you could have something that's watched by 300,000 people.
Yeah.
Or I think it's really
Even
hard
then,
to get momentum in
I think
either model
300 is
when
more
you first start
likely.
out.
Yeah, I agree.
This is a huge problem
it's a huge,
to solve.
Yeah, I don't know what the solution is to this. It's interesting to talk about though. Literally Hell Rob says, can I ask you guys something? If you guys were to make your own animated web series, would you put a paywall up or would you try and get some funding through Patreon? If we were to make our own animated web series, we'd probably just put it up for free. Like, what I'm talking about is very much like, it wouldn't necessarily be for Mike and I. This is just a problem that I've seen a lot with independent animators. Like, I know a lot of animators on YouTube are really struggling to make any money because the algorithm prioritizes how much time is watched. And when it comes to animation, increasing the runtime is a huge problem because of how long it takes to make even a very short thing.
Yeah.
Mike and I have never monetized, and we always put our stuff up for free because we have basically full-time jobs that pay us money. So everything we do on YouTube and Twitch, we do for fun and not for profit. But for other people who are independent animators on YouTube, something which might make it more viable for them would maybe be some kind of subscription model or something to do with an animation platform.
Yeah, because the
So we would probably put it up for free if it was us, but
the context for that is that because since we both have full-time jobs making stuff, we barely put anything on our channel.
yeah,
And
like everything we put up is free, but we don't have much time to make stuff because we most of our day is taken up doing work we can't show.
like the since having made our channel over the last 3 or 4 years, most of the work that we put into it has gone onto other people's YouTube channels because it's being work for hire.
Yeah. Or things like Let's Plays where Mike and I get to actually relax together and spend some time just playing and goofing off. But then we can also put that up as a Let's Play.
Yeah, watch time and regular uploads do not really work when it takes a week to do a second's worth of animation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I think the YouTube model is not cost effective for a creator, but it is a great way to have your work seen.
Mm-hmm.
And having your work seen can lead to step 2, which is having your work supported. It's just trying to figure out how to support the work.
Yeah, and I thought Nebula was interesting in terms of a model of how I've seen a lot of people who make documentaries on YouTube try and support themselves outside of YouTube by taking that audience and moving it to a subscription model.
Yeah. Bert has a point of how would you make a new website fair when splitting profits? And I think that's a really good question. Because then would it be like a per view thing anyway? But it wouldn't be generated by ad revenue. It would be generated by people paying money to subscribe.
Yeah, I've got no clue. Like, that's one of the things I'd want to ask H Bomber Guy about with Nebula. Because Nebula looks like it's a site-wide subscription. You're not subscribing to a singular creator.
Mm-hmm.
You're subscribing to the site. So whether it's a matter of like it takes your subscription and then looks at who you watch the most and divvies up a percentage
Yeah.
between people, and then that's like site-wide. So the people with the most views get the most out of the cut of all the subscriptions. I don't know how it works.
I think that is a big math problem to solve, because you have a situation there where it's a lot more straightforward if it's you're subscribing to an individual creator like the Patreon model, because then you don't have to work out the math of like, because revenues will fluctuate and change per month, so it's a different pool of money. Does it work it out of like percentage of viewership across the platform?
I don't know.
Cetera? But then you're also faced with the dilemma that it's a lot harder to convince people to subscribe to more than one thing per month kind of thing on the same platform. Like if
I'm
you're
just
supporting
like,
people on Patreon.
This problem's already been solved by Nebula, though.
How do you mean?
I'm assuming Nebula is viable. That's
Oh,
my
right,
big
okay.
assumption.
Yeah.
Like, they've already made a platform based upon creators' individual work, gathering them together for a subscription model to give them more monetary support than they would get on YouTube.
They will have a solution to it, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm interested into what their
What that
solution is, because
solution
they've
is.
already solved the problem. Unless we talk to Bomber Guy and he's like, actually, it's not doing as well as we were hoping it would do. It kind of isn't giving us a lot, you know?
I'm guessing that Patreon will end up with get bigger, and smaller creators would have issues getting in.
At the minute, Patreon's better for smaller creators, I think, because this model would only really work for people who already have an audience.
I think anything like this only works for people who already have an audience. I think it's very
Patreon
difficult.
too, yeah, you're right.
I think it's very difficult to get momentum on a Patreon without without an audience first.
Yeah.
I think there's a tipping point as well. Like, if you're having to spend a lot of your time elsewhere supporting yourself and you can't put as much into your Patreon, it will stifle the growth of your Patreon.
Right. Yeah. I mean, if we're assuming that everyone has a Patreon and they're juggling it with something else.
Yeah. Which is most of the time, unless someone like jumps in 2 feet first into a Patreon endeavor, which is probably not.
Are you talking specifically about people having a YouTube and a Patreon at the same time?
Kind of. I just mean if you can full-time focus on generating value in your Patreon, it's more likely to do better than a Patreon where it's not getting consistent updates and things like that.
I think everyone's dream for Patreon, and what Patreon excels best at, is when it's a replacement for your full-time.
Yeah.
You know? When you're an illustrator or an animator who can put full time into making stuff exclusively for your Patreon and then tease that on another platform or show bits of it on another platform, I think that's probably where it does best. But if you're having to balance it with other stuff, it's very hard to give it enough time to let it grow.
For instance, our Patreon particularly, a lot of the content on there has been like behind the scenes material for projects that are already out, but I think Patreon kind of excels in generating excitement for projects that are currently in development. And we had this catch-22 where we couldn't share anything that we were working on, which meant we had to like divide our time between stuff we could and couldn't show, and it does make it way more difficult.
Yeah, I agree, Tib, that you need Nebula and you need YouTube. Like, that's the point, is that people need to have an audience already for Nebula to work. So if you were going to make one for animation, you would bring over people who are well known for animation on YouTube already, like Jaden and Shooch.
Yeah. At which point the big continue to get bigger.
Yeah. You know, but hopefully it helps them out, because despite the fact that Shooch is like a very well known good animator, I still don't think Shuchi is necessarily flush with cash
Yeah.
all the time, because just the nature of what he does, like, I think he's doing way better since he started doing a lot of NSP stuff, because
Mhm.
they'll be giving him a like proper payment for his stuff. But when he was just on YouTube
Yeah.
and well known on YouTube, like, he probably was struggling a lot for money. So despite the fact he's, you know, in air quotes big, I don't think that necessarily means that he couldn't do with the financial support that
That's true.
something like that would provide.
I think he's recently been doing merch stuff.
Oh, cool.
Based on his kind of sillier animal-based animations.
I do think also, though, like, between us, I am sick of these incentives that focus on people who are already very well known and benefiting them more. Like, I'm not going to say anything too much because this is like something I shouldn't talk about. But Declan was recently talking to us about a certain business proposal that is happening for people. I'm waiting for you to check that you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. I think that's okay to say.
I'm not going to just in case.
Yeah.
But
No. I mean, like, what you've said so far, I think.
Yeah,
you're fine.
okay. And it's almost like a Patreon model type deal,
Yeah.
but it very much relies on people already having a huge audience, and it feels so much like it's about getting the people who are already well known
Mm-hmm.
and giving them more freedom and more money. And it's like, that's great, but I wish there was a place for people who are trying to get into the industry
Yeah.
to give them a leg up rather than to give people who are already there even more of a leg up. You know?
Tib says Emlet has been seeing a lot of growth in Patreon recently. The only real
That's
changes
amazing.
he's made has been advertising it better, posting teasers so people know what they're getting, which requires time,
hmm
and polls so patrons feel engaged and part of the process, and they help to decide on the themes of the monthly art. Interaction is probably really, yeah,
That's awesome. I'm
that's really
like,
cool.
Emlet like knows where he's at with that stuff. That's super cool. It's good to know as well what has helped him to see growth in
And
his
that's the
Patreon.
1-2 combo of getting new people to see the Patreon and getting the current patrons to feel valued.
That's awesome. Hell yeah. Me feeling bad about the fact that I haven't updated the Patreon in a little bit and I need to. But yeah, like I'm tired of all these incentives that keep pushing up the people who are already there even more.
I don't know how to market our Patreon. Honestly.
No, I don't either. I don't know, dude.
I think a big part of that is I'm not sure what our Patreon
I think right now
is. I know what it could be. I know what the kinds of content it could be. I just don't know what it. Much like I don't know what I should be working on next.
I think
Patreon does that.
I think right now it's probably just going to be like a place for Girl and the Glim behind the scenes stuff and to like keep up with the process as I'm working. It's probably what it's going to become for the next couple of months. How come our Patreon doesn't have sexy pictures like Emlet's? Oh man.
The last time I tried to put Bare Naked Ladies on there, I got told that I'd have to switch the Patreon to a not safe for work, which would make it way less discoverable. I think I probably should have just been like, okay, but I was really worried about discoverability back then.
Discoverability on Patreon is a very funny thing to be worried about.
So yeah, maybe I will just put more Bare Naked Ladies up there.
I don't know. I don't think there's like a one thing which is going to be a solution. I don't think like, you know, lady boobs is suddenly going to make our Patreon take off because that's not the main thing we do.
No. I just mean I'm not worried about us. Our I don't know. Just didn't want our Patreon to become suddenly a not safe for work Patreon.
Yeah, no, I don't either. I think just don't worry about it too much. It's always my solution for
Yeah.
these things. Just don't worry about it, man. Just do do whatever makes it fun for you and don't worry about it too much. Since we're doing this stuff for fun anyway.
Tibbs says, I think you should make brief image versions of some of the Patreon posts for social media, tease them and say, read the full thing here for free. And then at the end of every Patreon post say, hey, you could support us, coward.
Hey, coward. I mean, it's not a bad idea at all, Tib.
Do you think that it would be worth doing that for past posts as well? To like
repost them.
Yeah. Well, it wouldn't be a repost of, it wouldn't be reposting the post. It would just be a social media post linked to a past post. Yes, advertise past posts. I know that India hates that, but I'm all for that.
I know he looked over at me and I was like, I was halfway to saying, I don't like that idea. When Tib was like, yes, that's a good idea. And then I shut up and was like, maybe it is a good idea. And then I looked at Mike and I could see in his eyes that he knew what I was thinking.
Yeah, well, you're very much like,
my soul was laid bare.
I don't want people to see my past work. It's in the past. But I'm just like, but that is the content.
I absolutely do not have a problem with people seeing my past work.
Okay.
I don't not want people to see my past work.
Okay.
I just don't want to lean on that as a crutch rather than making new stuff.
Right, okay.
Like, I'm proud of the stuff I did in the past. I'd love more people to see it.
Okay.
I just don't want to only be reposting stuff we did 2 years ago.
Yeah, so you would want it to be a mix of past and present content. Gotcha. I mean, when I did the color post and posted up the avatar stuff, that did pretty good.
Do it again.
I might do it for the Goofy movie one.
Oh, will you ever do the Goofy movie one? Wait, you did it?
Yeah. Fuck you. Yes, I'll do the Goofy movie one. I did it. It was a Goofy color theory.
I don't remember it ever being finished.
This is what I live with sometimes.
This is it.
Will you ever do that? No, wait, you did it.
You did it. I remember because I helped you with it.
Yeah.
But I'd forgotten that we finished it. This is how long the backlog of stuff in my brain that we have to do goes.
Yeah.
There's like a 3-year list in my brain of all the posts that we've ever started and not finished, where it's like, you've still got to do that. You've still got to do that. You've still got to finish that. And at this point, the list is like pretty outdated. We didn't finish the Turtles one, did we?
The Turtles post.
Color Theory.
We didn't start the Turtles color theory one.
We did. I've written a bunch.
Oh, then you wrote it on your PC and we didn't collaborate on that.
And it's probably not finished. I don't think I ever posted it.
Mm-mm. That was the fight between the two characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I remember.
You remember it now.
I remember the premise of it, yeah.
I really like the Color Theory posts.
Yeah.
I think that we should do more.
Yeah. That's what I mean. I think maybe I should lean into stuff in particular. Like if someone's like, oh, I want to go to the Dogs of Patreon because they do this. But we don't really have that because we do lots of different things.
Yeah.
I don't think I think people get rebounded by lots of different things.
Oh, dude, no, I think just don't worry about it. Like, what do you want us to do?
I don't know.
Only do one thing?
I don't know.
Like, I think we just do what we do.
We make art, animation, and comics.
I think just do what we do. Don't worry about it. And just, we should try and advertise ourselves a bit better, like Tib was suggesting.
Well, that's what I mean. Advertising, you need to have a clear, concise message.
Because we're not advertising the entirety of the Patreon. We're advertising one post that we've done.
That's true.
And the one post is about this thing. We shouldn't focus we shouldn't focus on everyone. Our entire Patreon involves all these things. You should support us. We should try and hook them with individual things. I don't know, dude. That's my feeling on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Don't worry about it. Like, my take on it.
Will you ever do that Mystic Crystal thing?
Will we ever finish Mystic Crystal? I don't know. My feeling on it is that I don't have a whole lot of time outside of my full-time work to do stuff.
Yes.
And I'm trying very hard to juggle everything all at the same time.
Yes.
The stuff that we do for our YouTube channel, for our Patreon, and for our Twitch channels should be fun.
Yeah.
Because we're not getting enough money from them to support ourselves, and therefore they fall squarely into what I describe as a hobby. So let's not make it work. Like, let's be smart about it and try and like share it more so that more people can find it.
Mm-hmm.
But
let's not turn it into a job.
Let's not make it into a huge stressful thing where we have to optimize everything about it and stress about it and see it as a success or a failure. Let's just have fun on the journey of making it. If we ever, have a couple of months off where all we're doing is that, then I'm perfectly happy during that time to see it more as a job.
Yeah. Thank you for the follow, Zacubus.
Thank you.
Good philosophy.
Yeah. Right now, I just don't want the stuff I do outside of my actual full-time job to also have a lot of pressure attached to it. So let's just, have fun doing it if we can.
Also link your Twitch because people getting to know you is good incentive for Patreon support. Link our Twitch where?
Maybe when we share posts on Twitter, do you think?
For now, I guess priority is helping others with your great content. And if people want to support you along the way, that's wonderful.
Yeah, exactly.
No problem. More Java cakes, always a good thing. You can throw Java cakes at us. I'm gonna add a feature where they explode into small Java cakes, but that is an upcoming feature.
Yeah. Let's just make our peace with not having to be like an absolute success in everything. Like, our Patreon doesn't have to be a huge success. We just have to enjoy making it.
That should be the goal.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a good goal. I like goals. Enjoying making
everything
Patreon.
Has to have like a goal attached to it.
I think a goal can be to have fun though.
Yeah. That's a good goal to have.
If like that's that without a goal, I am a floundering, flailing mess of a puddle. But okay, so if my mindset and goal was around, okay, we need to get the Patreon to $1,000 per month, then that is how I would tailor my behavior.
Yeah, don't do that.
But without any goal, my thing goes, I'm not really sure what I'm doing. But if you replace that goal with have fun making Patreon content,
yes,
then it realigns things for me in a way that I think is healthier, because then it's like, what would I find fun to do, not what do I think people would find valuable to pay for. And I think that is a really important change, a healthier mindset.
Just imagine there's no audience.
Imagine there's no audience. Close my eyes. None of you are there.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how many people see it. It doesn't matter how much money you get on your Patreon. It doesn't matter. Like, just have fun, dude.
So then how do you market something where it doesn't matter that if anybody sees it?
You have fun with the marketing.
You have fun with the marketing. Okay.
I know it's a novel concept, right?
Yeah. But I think it's important. I think people enjoy fun. I think
yes, and I think also, more importantly, you would enjoy fun, because remember, it's not about the other people enjoying.
I think we can roll this back to what I was saying about recommending movies.
What were you saying?
I was saying when you recommend someone watch something, it was like, you should watch this. Then I actively go, maybe.
Oh.
But
Bringing it all the way back.
that if you market your Patreon as like, you should check out this content, people are more likely to go, nah. That's my skepticism. But if you're like, I had a lot of fun making this, it's very different. So how do you just share what you've been doing on the Patreon in a fun, engaging way that is just fun for you to do?
Yeah. And, you know, sometimes you don't even have to say to people, hey, I had fun making this. You can just do a song that you have fun making going, hey, there's something new on the Patreon. Why don't you go and check it out? And that can... It doesn't have to be a, hey, everybody, I had fun writing this post.
It helps if you can sing.
Like, you could just have fun doing something fun for you and not worry about how people are going to receive it.
Yeah. Tib says, how to have fun with marketing. Call people cowards.
How to have fun with marketing.
Oh, gosh.
That's a great name for a book.
If you actually took the leash off of me with what I would actually say, you would get things like, fucking follow us. That's what we would put.
Yeah, but that's the thing, is your focus is always on people following or giving money. Like, what about if the focus is on you having fun?
Me having fun. That's a
With the
novel
marketing.
concept. I never have fun.
Instead of being like, hey, you should pay for us. Hey, you should read this. Hey, follow us. What if it was instead like you were just sharing something you were proud of?
Fucking enjoy our work.
Like, to me, that's
Yeah.
the big difference. Is like, one, there's a pressure and an expectation attached to it from you to the audience.
Post a Patreon link to Twitter with a caption, who made this, with lots of laughing crying emoji.
Oh my gosh, who are these creators? What?
Clickbaiting people is fun and evil.
Fun and evil. Yes.
There's a guy on TikTok who ends his videos with, now follow me, you fucking idiots. And he has millions of followers now.
Yeah.
Yeah, people like to be insulted, apparently.
I think there's also, well, I think there's something to be said for a disregard of the audience in some cases.
Yeah.
Being good, not being beholden to the audience, because there's so much weird, what do you call it?
I think it's
Parasocial relationship
I think
stuff
it's a
going
desperate
on.
energy that people can sense.
Yeah, it does, well, there's something parasocial feeling too about you doing everything for your audience all the time.
Mm.
Being able to detach yourself from that and be like, I'm just doing this for fun. You guys don't have a say in what I do. I'm going to do this because I want to. Enjoy it or don't.
The complete opposite of engagement and interaction. Like, you don't get a poll.
You don't get a say. Do this because I want to do this. I think there's a balance there to
I
be
think there's a
struck
power
by.
in that, yeah.
But like, I'm reminded of the time that Brian David Gilbert grew a mustache and everyone got really angry at him for growing a mustache. And in one of his videos, he just said, you guys aren't my friends and don't get a say over what I do with my body. I have a mustache, deal with it. I like it.
I like that.
And it's like, he just said it in a video, and it's like, there's a balance between giving people what they want who follow you
Mhm.
and letting that control everything you do and what
Yeah.
you make. And I just think if you are focused too much on likes and views and the money you get on Patreon, you're going to start doing stuff for that rather than
Mhm.
because you enjoy doing it. And I just want your focus to be squarely on.
Let's just make the point that I don't really do that. I get paralyzed by the concept of what that is, but I don't actually act on it because I'm uncertain.
Yeah, I don't think you're doing it right now. I'm worried that that might be what it becomes if your focus remains on the numbers rather than
The guy
content.
walking a straight line across Norway probably didn't do that for the audience. Yes.
Probably not. But yeah, that's it. I just don't want a huge amount of pressure attached to all this stuff that isn't
I don't want a huge amount of pressure either.
like Twitch and Patreon, to be clear, are really helpful in supporting us.
Yes.
Like, we don't make enough to support ourselves purely off those two things,
Mm-mm.
but they do really, really help. But I just don't want that to have a huge amount of pressure attached to it, because I need to have some stuff in my life that is just for fun.
Yeah.
And things like playing Breath of the Wild and doing Magic Boys and writing about colour theory, I'd love that to be something that's more on the fun side and less on the we have to overthink everything we do about this because we have to, you know.
Do you think we should put more of the Let's Play game content on our Patreon?
I think we should put more stuff about the animation behind it on our Patreon.
Okay.
Like, I kind of want to keep the Patreon more educational focused, but I think we should put more stuff on it in general. I think we shouldn't be afraid to put smaller, more frequent posts up.
Yeah. Like, I'm thinking that I'll do a post just about the sharpening your sword animatic that I was doing. I actually pre-wrote the post weeks ago, thinking I would like finish it sooner.
Oh, well,
But
I mean,
I can say at least this is the first pass.
yeah, you nearly finished it now, dude. It's pretty radical.
I was going to post up what I got yesterday, but if you think you want to do those little bits that you think will help it, then I'll do that.
I feel like Palbro has a good point, which is I like to think that people enjoy most and prefer is watching the content creator have a super good time. But masses of people enjoy watching Aaron suffer playing Sonic games proves me wrong. There's something about Aaron suffering playing Sonic games where I feel like he is enjoying that. Because I don't feel like it's a genuine, actual anger. I feel like it's like a fun anger, where he's enjoying how angry he's getting at the games, and Dan's definitely enjoying it too. Like, it always feels fun.
I think you can have a positive frustration and a negative frustration. And I think if it was an awkward and negative frustration, often I don't think you really get to see that.
Yeah, it's a cathartic frustration.
Yeah. It's
not a quiet, like, Dan, let me actually just take you aside for a second because I'm genuinely hurt by what you did.
Yeah.
And we're going to do this
because
now.
then you're like, oh no.
Yeah, we're going to do this now live on the episode in front of everyone. And I don't mean that it's fake in any way. I just mean that I think there's like a certain I'm playing a Sonic game and it's ridiculous vibe that everyone can kind of get behind with righteous fury. Aaron is a masochist, whereas Markiplier is definitely not. But I think there is like a respect that you have for people who are kind of unafraid to be real with their audience in a way where they are like, this is fun, we're having a good time, but also I'll do what I want. Like, having the confidence to tell a bunch of people that is something that I respect.
I think it's something you have.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I'm a people pleaser. I'm scared of conflict. I'm a pushover. I'm an absolute doormat.
You are not a pushover. You're stubborn asshole.
I'm not
all the time.
Thanks. I'm not a pushover to you. I would have been at the start of the relationship. But I'm not anymore.
There's things that you let me do in the first, like, just in general, like, I was looking over conversations and I was still in the crux of, like, getting over my last relationship, and the shit that you put up with me talking about is insane.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Is like, now that we've been together for 8 years, I'm secure enough in our relationship to know that I can be unreasonable sometimes and you will still love me and stay here with me.
Oh, okay, so you can get away with being unreasonable.
With my pals on the internet, like, I can't be a complete pain in the ass all the time. Because I don't think that people who aren't that close to me would put up with that. Which is totally fair. And so I won't subject them to it.
You can be a turd sometimes.
Oh my gosh. I hope those are good stories about my directing, Tib. I'm still trying to learn how to do it properly. I'm trying to find the balance between feeling like I have too much control and I'm being too much of a control freak over stuff, and also the balance between that and making sure that everyone's happy is really hard.
Mustache Boyo, India's working on her graphic novel. Oh, the little pop-up worked. Ah, the
Oh,
little
look at
pop-up
that!
worked.
You made
The
it!
click here doesn't work, but
Yeah, the image is wrong.
there's a click
But-
here down below to tell you about it. It's going to be a printed, published graphic novel through IDW Publishing.
They're amazing stories. Everyone loves being forced to better under you. I mean, I hope so. I hope so. I hope people have good memories of working with me.
They're
And if
amazing
not,
stories.
I promise I'll do better.
Everyone loves being forced to do better under you. People like and respect someone who will seek better from them.
Yeah.
You never want to work. You never want to work for someone who's just like, "Oh, that's great," because then you're like, "Is it?" Or are you just saying that because you don't care?
There's a limit to that though as well.
Yeah, if you keep tearing up their work and throwing it back at them, going, "Do better. This frame is awful," then it's very much different.
Exactly. If you do it too many times, then it can really hurt morale. You know.
Oh no, not that India. She's all like, "I got revisions for you, and you're doing a great job." No.
Anyway, I forgot what we were talking about. Something to do with respecting your audience respecting you because you are honest with them.
Clear direction of vision is so much easier to follow, even when it comes across as pushy. It is easier to follow someone who knows what they want.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely say, after having worked also under directors, that when they have a clear vision, even if it's sometimes a pain to execute, it's way better to have that than for them not to know what they want and to back and forth on it forever. Deciding a direction and just going for it is
I think there's
so
also
valuable.
a big difference between disregarding your input and regarding your input but contradicting it, because I think you can handle both in a really healthy way, like, and I think that's the mark of like a really good director.
One thing I know is if I get a chance to direct again, I'll do better. I'll take the lessons I got from Starlight and I'll take the lessons I got from Mystic.
And I think you'll take the lessons you've got from being directed,
Yes.
as you have been for the last year.
Yeah, oh my gosh, the direction that I had on the Turtles movie and that I'm having currently on Transformers is so good. Like, JJ and Kevin too, both incredible to work with. So good. I'm trying to learn lessons from people doing it well, who I get to work with. A little puffling, that would be amazing. I wish that we could do more collabs more frequently with people.
Ben says I should work with more people more.
I should work with more people more.
I should work with people more people more.
Peg Bar Game Jam when?
Yeah, India's currently storyboarding on a Transformers show.
More than meets the eye.
India.
Swifty in disguise.
This elder lady on the page has an energy I enjoy. I love that. I love that assessment of what you're seeing.
I love that too.
Those two characters are the same age.
I don't know how to draw glasses. Realization. I'm looking at yours. It's just got a little nub coming out. Right there. Sylvia has director India energy.
Yes.
I really enjoyed drawing and having Sylvia in the comic because she's like my outlet for just manic dictator energy.
there's a drawing you did a while back which has a number of characters around you, and it's funny how you can like it's almost like different facets of you.
Oh, you mean the Glim characters?
Yeah.
I think I know which one you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to describe it or anything.
Oh, sure. I will describe the image for you guys. It's just me doing some work, and I've got Midge, Sylvia, and Jove around me. And Midge is like worrying that no one's gonna like what I'm drawing, and Sylvia is telling me to draw it better, and Jove is telling me that I should just go and play computer games and give it a rest. And I'm like, the three things that are constantly going through my head whenever I make anything. Like, the three perspectives I can't escape is do better, you're not good enough, draw it better. What if no one likes it anyway, and maybe I should just call it quits and go and play a computer game?
Yeah. So the panel you're drawing now is sort of like a metaphor for how you are. That's the two sides of you when you're directing, is like
wanting to be someone who's pleasant to work with, and also wanting to make it the best it can be, and balancing that by pushing to a certain extent and then knowing when to stop and be like, this will work, this is like good just the way it is, and doesn't need to be perfect. It can be
my big stoopy floating head. Oh my god, how many Jaffa Cake boxes have you guys thrown?
So many. Look at that. The floor is covered.
The floor is lava. I think I'm going to spend some time today making it so that there is a very definite mode that still has fun but is a little bit less chaotic than this.
Oh, what, you're gonna actually bring the modes in?
Yeah.
Whoa! That means that tomorrow you guys might not be able to bomb us during the stream.
Yeah.
Wait, tomorrow's a Saturday. Monday, you guys might not be able to bomb us during the stream. Oh my gosh, no Tib. Oh no, what's this? Grog says, I'd love to make more collab stuff in the vein of Sonic one day, but I can't help feeling as though, at least in my case, it might have been lightning in a bottle. Grog, it absolutely wasn't. It absolutely wasn't. You just making that has proven that it wasn't lightning in a bottle. Like, you don't make something like that. You don't go through months of continually working on something if it's lightning in a bottle. Like, you've got a spark inside you that makes you want to make stuff, and that's not going to go away, even if it may feel like it's burned out at the minute. Like, that will come back. Don't worry. It just will. It's like Kiki from Kiki's Delivery Service. Just relax in the knowledge that, like, that lightning will strike again. You know what they say, lightning never hits trees.
Lightning absolutely hits trees.
Yeah. But yeah, we should do a game jam in the Peg Bar.
A game jam, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just one weekend. See who's around and who's interested, and arrange it for a certain date. And then all just try and make something over like 2 days.
A 3D one
do something.
Yeah, it might be tough. I think do a 2D game would be great.
Do something really simple. And just fun. And it doesn't matter if it gets finished. Just about all working together on something. 48-hour Peg Bar Film Festival would also be awesome. I'd still really like to do an online film festival. I have no clue how to arrange that though. I have all these ideas of stuff I'd love to do if I had the time outside of work to like arrange them and make them a thing. Hot damn. But if anyone else wants to arrange it, like, I'll gladly help out.
Arrange what?
like something like a film festival.
Oh,
Peg
gotcha.
bar where everyone submits their own little films and we all watch them together. And maybe even give awards.
A film festival, I feel like, would be. I think a benefit of a film festival is attracting an audience.
Yeah.
So I would see that being as an outward-facing thing.
Yeah, you'd want to stream it or something so that people could discover
Yeah.
animators from it.
Yeah. That would make sense, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't mind having a little internal one as well, just for fun. Like,
An internal one for me is like, well, that's what happens day to day anyway.
I know. It's just I'm thinking about it again from the perspective of what would be fun. And you're thinking about it again from the perspective of how many people would look, what's the benefit, like what's the material benefit to this.
I wouldn't find it fun to sit for 2 hours watching things I'd already seen.
Well, you wouldn't need to do it then.
Yeah.
Like, it would be only for the people who would find it. That's the thing about fun, Mike. It's optional participation. We're not going to force you to do something you don't want to do.
No, I'll change the thing until it's fun for me.
But yeah, I think an outward-facing one would be awesome as well. I think it's a great idea. Let's see. Grog says, now that I'm back at work and done on Sonic, I'm already feeling the same as before Sonic, where I just barely can put myself into anything because it's constant unending work all the time and my time is so split. Ah, Grog, I wish I could just give you money.
Wait, why would you want to move the Peg Bar VC Talks to the stream server?
I don't know. I don't know what this conversation is.
Okay.
I wish that I had the money to just like support Grog so Grog could just make stuff. I get so frustrated hearing about you being stuck at your job, Grog, because that must suck for you. Like, I want you to be free.
To
Free
encourage
Grog.
streaming of work.
Let me read it. Let's move. Pegball voice call talks, is that? Voice chat talks to the stream server.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, to encourage streaming of work. Yeah, so basically, Tib is saying, rather than every day just hanging out in the voice chat server and chatting with one another, they should all chat while they're also showing their screens to one another.
But they do that anyway.
I think.
I'm just a little bit confused.
Oh, I think Tib is just like encouraging the work to be put out there. Maybe either streaming just internally or streaming externally.
Okay.
I don't know. And maybe I'm making assumptions about something that I'm wrong about. Yeah, free grog. Hashtag free grog. Free grog 2021.
I guess what I'm asking, and I'll ask it directly, is why you would move out of the Peg Bar for that sort of activity.
I don't think they are talking about moving out of the Peg Bar, right?
When you get the new computer, let's start moving Peg Bar VC Talks to the stream server. I'm wondering.
Oh, it's
why.
like a separate server specifically for streaming.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, gotcha.
And then Tib says to encourage that the work be streamed. And I guess I'm just insecure
Oh, you're
a
like,
little bit.
why can't you stream work in the Peg Bar?
Yeah. Is it that
Maybe it's
there's more people that could jump in?
Yeah, maybe it's to worry that like a lot of people are going to jump in and be like, what's going on in the middle?
Okay. Because there are people in the Peg Bar that would not be comfortable being on stream and would not be aware they were on stream by default.
Yeah, that's fair. Like, if you jump in, you might not necessarily know that you're being recorded right now and broadcast publicly.
Okay.
You know, whereas if there's like...
Both of those are solvable, but I can see why
They are
having your
solvable.
own moderated space is desirable.
They're solvable, but you definitely want a space where everyone's aware that when you're in this, you're streaming publicly to people.
Yeah.
And we don't have that in the Peg Bar right now, so... Mike is just scared, I think, of people migrating away from the server and doing a lot of cool stuff that...
My concern is
outside of
that
it.
there's a setup that I've done that would make people actively rebound away from engaging with one another.
Yeah, especially because like that's the reason the peg bar exists, is to do cool work together.
Yeah. Because it kind of feels like, oh, to actually do proper work, we'll go over here instead. And I'm like, oh, okay, that seems that makes sense. But it also seems like the peg bar is becoming a deterrent from one of its original goals, and I want to make sure that just make like, yeah, for instance, we could make a voice channel that's called Live on Twitch. Okay, I want to hang out in the peg bar. I love it there, but when Grog gets his new computer, I just want to be encouraging. Okay, gotcha. I completely understand.
Yeah, I think it's also important for us not to like pressure people to have to do everything in the peg bar.
Yeah.
People are allowed to have other stuff. But I also get where you're coming from, Mike. Like, it would suck to have the peg bar become a place where people feel like they can't share creative work.
Yeah.
You know? And if it ever did do that, then we would do a reshuffle to try and make sure that it wasn't like that anymore. Because otherwise there's no point.
There is already a stream space. It's locked away and only a few people can get in. Because that's a remnant from ages ago.
Well,
and we can repurpose that.
I have my own problems with the fact that there's a lot of things on the server that are kind of remnants.
Yes.
And not that well organized.
Yes. Like the stream space one was very much from like 3 years ago, where it was just someone coming onto this channel.
Yeah, I just think it's kind of difficult for people who are newcomers especially to come into the server and know what the heck anything is.
Where it happens is irrelevant. I'm all for live on Twitch, VC, and Peg Bar. I just want to say to beginners, okay.
Yeah, that's the important thing, is that Grog feels comfortable and is encouraged to do cool stuff. More cool stuff. Oh no. Whoops.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. I was being insecure, but I was trying to be as transparent about my insecurities as possible.
It's okay to be insecure, Doig. You are a human person with feelings.
I know I'm a bear full of rage.
You don't have to be a robot all the time.
Yeah.
It's super fine and cool to feel insecure about stuff and to tell us about it.
But I can see how I can see where Tib is coming from.
Yeah, I don't think you need to be insecure about it, is what I'll say.
Like, I am in both, so it's the same difference to me, really.
Well, I would love things to be in the peg bar too, but also, like, I appreciate people, like, even if people just want their own space and, like, want it in a smaller server, like, that's understandable.
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, like, I don't think we have to have the monopoly on on everyone's time just because they happen to be in the server. I'm not saying that you do, but I wouldn't ever want that to be the feeling from people. That said, I am always up for improving, making the peg bar a better place to do creative work.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think it's worth us taking a look over what's currently there.
I think it's worth us taking a holiday!
Yeah, that too. That'd be real good.
Holiday.
That'd be real good, right?
Yes. Tib, we rub too! If you want to improve productivity in the peg bar, may I recommend banning Ben. Poor Ben. Jeez, ejected again. Ejected again out into space.
I mean, why?
It's too distracting. How can we have anyone so distracting in the peg bar? Just his handsomeness. No one can get anything done, Mike.
Oh, okay. I mean, there was this one time I came into the peg bar, and I'm sorry, Ben. I'm sorry.
What is this?
But Ben had just like posted a picture of his chest going, "Is this too hairy?"
What, Ben? What? Why? Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry.
That's hilarious, though.
And there was a very good discussion. Called it. There was a very good discussion about it, and everyone appreciated everyone during it. But yeah, it just made me
That's
laugh.
really funny. Oh my gosh. Yeah, let's do a game jam though at some point. I'd love that.
I'm really sorry, Ben, if that at all hurt you. Damn, I got body positivity shamed. No, it was very body positive. And everyone was very supportive, and I just thought it was really funny to stumble upon. It's like, oh cool, this is
Out of
happening.
context.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Peg bar discussions where everything is welcome. To an extent.
No pics for Doig. Oh, you've done it now, Doig.
I'm
Look at
sorry,
that.
Ben. I'm sorry.
Punished.
Kurzik, your laughing emote is so good. It's funny. Wait,
What?
I have Kurzik's emote.
There's no mountain too great.
Is it this? Yeah, I got to do it.
Nice. Singing oh oh e-oh. Everybody doing it. Amazing.
So we should head off.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Oh geez, it's past 12. Yeah, we should head off. I got this page to do.
I like talking on the morning stream when I don't have to work. Maybe I should just do this from now on.
I mean, you're welcome to if you want to.
Just don't do any artwork anymore. Hide it all. Put it all on the Patreon. I'd find that fun.
I like how you get your fun from bitterness as well.
Oh,
I don't even know who you're avenging against right now.
I'm a very spiteful, revengeful person.
I'm a bitter bear.
Don't. I'm a bitter bear. Don't wrong me.
Okay, I won't. Don't wrong me.
Yeah, we just changed to just chatting.
Just chatting with your stressed girlfriend next to you who's trying to make a comic at the same time.
Get rid of the art. Just become a just talking stream, says Tib.
Yeah. Who needs art? Sylvia doesn't look like she's looking at Midge right now. I need to adjust this.
The next Kurzik stream, as far as I know, unless she does the Beyond Good and Evil, is going to be Dark Souls.
Dang,
Not this
souls.
weekend coming. Not tomorrow, but the next. India, when are you doing your D&D game?
It might be tomorrow.
Okay, cool. Well, that's good. If you have like a 2 week like thing that you do, and Kurzik and I and Kevin have a 2 week thing that we can do, we can alternate.
We can. I could see if that's possible. I think that we might be wanting to go to a weekly schedule.
Oh, bro, did you just shout out us?
Thanks, Palbro.
Just this block of red where it's like got my name, got the channel name. Oh my god. Palbro has given a shout out for Doig Swift. Hey chat, we super recommend checking out the streams of Doig
Us.
Swift.
Hey chat, I don't know if you've heard of them, but there's this streaming duo. You should check out their streams. They're called Us.
Oh, Tib.
Hell yeah.
My bot that I wrote is like, yeah, it's giving a shout out. But Batissimo was like, you're not a mod.
Good old trash bot.
Doig Swift, I gotta see what they're doing. Click.
Hey! Hey, welcome back. It's us. Well done on clicking that link.
We appreciate your clickage.
Every click brings a fairy back to life.
You do intend to do the Beyond Good and Evil tomorrow. Oh.
Wait. Oh, you're gonna play Beyond Good and Evil. Dead and Evil. Beyond Good and Evil.
In one sitting.
All the way through.
Take breaks. Hydrate. Pet the cat.
Okay,
Build in breaks. Build in actual, like,
build a break.
in times. And then run ads. Do it. Ad revenue, it's the best.
Have a popsicle. Pass out in the snow. Then fire.
Ben Powell is giving a shout out for Dead Aware.
Hell yeah. Beyond Dead and Alive.
Do you want to know how much money we've made in ad revenue so far? On Twitch?
Ad revenue.
Can we,
yeah.
are we,
Sure. Can we tell?
oh yeah, no, we got insights and shit for that
Really?
sort of stuff.
Wow. It's weird for me because I've got ad blocks, so I don't see them a lot of the time.
Insights. Channel analytics. All right. Since January 2020.
So just over a year. A year and a half.
A year and a half. According to Twitch's estimated revenue, we have made $73
That's pretty good.
in ads.
That's pretty good. $73.
That's in 18 months, India.
It's pretty good. That's almost like a day's worth of work.
I'm at a day's worth of work.
If you were being paid under minimum wage, you know, it's like 2/3 of a day's worth of work. It's like 6 hours of work at minimum wage. Yeah, 72 of those dollars are from the Mr. Crystal stream, right? Just short of $1 a month.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Is way more in subs and cheering.
I was expecting much less than that.
What
I'll
were
be
you
honest.
expecting?
Like, I don't know, like $1.54 or something. What we're gonna do with that $72?
I mean, to date, I think we've earned
think
2 cents on
I think we
on
spent
YouTube.
that much yesterday on like food and a new set of pajamas for me.
Oh yeah, which you're wearing, and it's really cute.
Thanks.
Yep.
Got some blue pajamas because my other pajamas are also nice, but they need to be washed and they're not as soft as these.
Thank you, Twitch, for those new PJs.
Yeah, thank you, Twitch, for these new PJs that I'm wearing. Help me up my PJ game.
That is a good point Kurzik makes, is that since so many people are subbed who watch this, who come to these streams, like they don't get ads, and therefore they don't generate ad revenue because they pay subs.
Look at you,
What?
thinking about all the numbers and the ads again.
I'm not thinking about the numbers and the ads. I
need-
just was
you know what you
genuinely
need?
curious about.
Some fun. I'm just gonna blindfold you.
You need some
from
fun
now on.
understanding. Blindfold me and what?
Just gonna blindfold you.
And what?
Do
Oh, you mean
kinky
so
stuff.
that I can't do what?
I said do kinky stuff. No, I'm gonna stop you from being able to look at numbers and figures and stuff. So like, I wish I could make you like number blind.
You actually lose ad money when we sub, so everyone stops subbing support Doig and stuff. No! But if you want to.
But yeah. Anyway, we should go.
Yeah.
We should go. I'm gonna make myself some food. Some lunch.
I think a lot of the stuff that we get through Patreon and Twitch goes towards the hobby stuff that we're talking about. Which is like doing the fun stuff that we do outside of freelance work.
Now that we have got an editor helping us, we are definitely losing more money than we're making. We are using a lot of the money that we're getting from extra sources to afford to be able to do stuff like Let's Plays by paying the editor.
Yeah. But they'll be making really cool Twitch clips, so hopefully
oh my gosh, that's so good.
That will pull in an audience to watch all of the work that they've been doing.
Our editor is amazing, and we can't wait to show you what she's been working on.
Yeah, her name is Curly. She's
I was thinking that we should do her like a little cartoon self to put at the end of the
that'd be lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be really
lovely.
But
everyone shh, it's a surprise.
Shh.
Better stop figuring out the YouTube title design.
Tib, would you like to dedicate some of your time to helping us figure that out?
I don't know what to call them. We'll figure it out closer to the time. We've still got to finish off doing the opening before we can start uploading them. Curly's finished editing a bunch of them, but we have to slap the opening and ending on.
The one where isn't that the format for either Friends or?
It is for Friends, yeah.
Is it the Friends one?
Yeah.
What's the Always Sunny one? Is that the gang something?
Yeah, the gang something.
Okay.
We could have the boys something.
Bold of you to assume I have time. Are you out of bed yet? You must be out of bed.
You're sass. You're absolute sass. That's one of my pet peeves. Is like when people. When
Grog,
you tell
did
people
you just use the popular YouTube title style in that sentence?
I hate popular YouTube title styles, but they definitely work. So there's not a lot you can do. What about the unequivocal magic of boys?
Popular YouTube titles Grog hates.
Magic Boys is garbage, and here's why.
Why
Magic Boys get leaked stats gone wrong? Am I clapping at my face?
Yes.
I did after that. Because I pulled the perfect expression for the YouTube title. It was perfect. You will never see it, but you'll just have to believe me.
Oh, the amount of comedy that we've lost due to
Grog hates these YouTube titles. The fourth one will surprise you.
playing Skyrim with my girlfriend, but she just wants to roleplay.
Skyrim moments they don't want you to see.
You won't believe what is with the caps. Did they work? That one's free, Doig.
I don't think they work. I refuse to use them on principle that I hate them. I don't care if they bring in more people.
Sophia,
I will
thank you for
never.
follow.
I will never.
You'll never.
No, I hate them. I hate them.
Why?
Because
They're just words.
it's such a snarky way. You know when I went on that huge rant about full stops on advertisements? Feel the same way about this. That's all I'm saying.
Alright. You
The
don't
smugness.
You don't like full stops on advertisements.
Fucking hate them. Hate them so much. Anyway, we should leave. We need to leave. We're going. We said we were going to go like 10 minutes ago. We gotta go.
We gotta go.
We gotta go.
Okay, today we'll raid Cass.
All right. Heck yeah, do it. What is India salty over this time? Probably something that no one else really cares about and that she's not justified in being salty over in the first place.
On account of the salt.
On account of the salt.
Raid channel.
Canada salt. Canada salt. Canada salt. Canada salt.
Oh, RT Game is streaming.
Rit game.
RT Game. He's playing Mario Golf.
I made the stream as rage quit. Grog, why are you so good at these?
Why did you read that like I made my parents disappear?
I made my parents disappear. I'll never not love Home Alone. I made my family disappear.
No, Cass Vanderpool streams in Dutch.
I'm the man
Alright,
of the
okay.
house.
Is that a reason not to raid them, Kurzik?
But your girlfriend, woof.
What? I only heard girlfriend and woof.
Nothing.
What was the start of that sentence?
She's got a whole shoebox full of them, the dangly one. I'm just going Home Alone now. We should go.
Are you talking about earrings?
Kevin!
Are you talking about earrings?
Yeah, we should go. We should go. No one who doesn't love Home Alone as much as me is ever gonna know what the heck I'm talking about.
Yeah. No.
My comedy has a very specific audience of me.
Am I not following RT Game, or did they literally just go up and go down? For some reason, they're still in the raid menu.
Oh
but
my
they're
gosh,
not.
how can you decide on a raid so fast and then it still take this long?
Kurzik said that that
Blame it on Kurzak.
that they stream in Dutch.
Blaming it on Kurzak.
And most of the people I know don't speak Dutch, so I'm like, you know what?
Everyone's angry now. Doig blames the Dutch. Oh my gosh. Wow. Now we're all pissed. It's been a successful stream. We're leaving. Probably. Have you chosen someone to target your raid upon yet?
Yes.
Good job. Brian David Gilbert. Alright, sure. Everybody have fun.
I don't think he's even started properly yet.
He's pretty cool though. He cycles on his bicycle and he plays games.
Yes, he's playing Hyper Light Drifter. Hope
Yeah.
you enjoy. Goodbye.
Have fun and have a good time.
May the rest.
And good luck with everything today. And might see you on the weekend. Until next time
May the rest
of your day.
be filled
With
Look at all these fucking Jaffa cakes.
Look at all these bears.
It'd be great if when switching to this screen, it could do like a cutaway so you could like see the carnage, but from a different point of view. Oh god.
We should have stream stats come up.
Stream stats.
Yeah, number of Jaffa cakes thrown.
Oh, that'd be really fun.
Number of bombs thrown.
I can do that.
Bomber of the week.
Okay, Bomber of the Week would be harder because
Bomber of the stream.
I would need to save stats.
Worst chat member of the stream,
Between
and it just chooses a
sessions.
random name.
Goodbye.
Bye. That would be great, wouldn't it? Though.
Worst chatter.
Worst chatter, and just choose a random person.